A yearling quarter horse filly is what we're going to work with now. And it's headed to the in-hand trail pen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I approach in-hand trail from a green perspective, what I expect. The sheet is still on this horse. I have a 2-year-old Dutch warm blood that I'm taking to the in-hand trail pen, and I'm going to work it with the sheet on it also. Why? Because nylon sheets rub the dirt off their hair and bring the oil to the surface. In my humble opinion, on a day like today, I don't know if you can tell, but looking out straight the back of that pen, it's snowing like a dirty dog, and we're not going to go outside. So it's going to be a short work under the roof, and if we're going to do that, we might as well polish that hair just a little bit. And besides that, that blanket touches them between the back legs, touches them under the belly, touches their shoulders, their chest, their hips, everywhere. And these in-hand trail horses, you want them kind of staying with you and following the feel and not getting too bothered by extraneous stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go catch this little filly, and I'm going to show you how I could work on in-hand trail in this little covered pen while it's snowing and still get a little work in and not give her the day off. I mean, we could go out and put a slicker on and work in the snow and stuff, the snow and the mud, but we're not going to. So here we go. So I've had this horse here for a few days. Let's see, probably been a couple weeks, and this isn't the first time that she's been worked. We're constantly working on them not moving unless we ask them to. I'm not beating on them for that, but if I stop, they need to stop. The best way to show these in-hand trail horses is with their neck on my shoulder. That comes with time. It doesn't come with punishing them when they're out of position. So, just like everything else that's here, you see how she didn't move when I stepped over there? Because I didn't pull her. She's already starting to read my intentions quite a little bit. I want to rub her all over. When she came here, she was just a tiny bit head shy. Didn't like to have her head petted or touched. We're working on that. That's going to be real important in in-hand trail. You reach out to guide them into a certain direction. You don't want them jumping away from your hands. We got the sheet on her. There we go. Now, these in-hand trail horses, I want to be able to trace them like this. I don't want birds flying over the top of me at a horse show to cause this horse to move. If I don't know, we prepare for the unthinkable is what we're doing. I don't want stuff going above this horse to cause it to blow the pattern. I was showing a really nice in-hand trail horse at a show one time, and we had a really good run going, and the pen right next to it, they were having ranch reining. And while I was working an obstacle, I don't even remember what the obstacle was, somebody came down that other pen and put their horse into a stop, and they slid about 20 feet through dirt everywhere. My little horse lost his cookies. So we prepare for the unthinkable. Now, even show an in-hand trail. My groundwork and my saddle work is the same. I don't make the same kind of in-hand trail horses that you might put a stud shank on and take to the world show. My in-hand trail horses have more freedom. They learn to go softer with less control, if you will. They learn to follow my hand, and they learn to read my intentions, and that's really important. So that being said, I want left jaw, right front foot, just like that. Quit pulling. I want my legs to mean go forward. There. I want to pick up and get the inside hind leg. There. Left and right means back up. Yes. Pet him. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Right jaw, left front foot. There it goes. I don't care which foot moves first as long as I quit touching them when the correct foot moves. Legs mean go forward. You stick to my legs right now. I want to pick up and get that inside hind leg. I don't want her backing up. I want her stepping under. There. And I didn't hit her to drive that body part away. Lifting up. Should have gave her the feel to move that inside hind leg. Excuse me. We're going to go back and touch on this for a minute. Under and over. There. And then pet him. Left jaw, right front foot. Now we're going to touch on, we got the shoulder, we got the hip. We're going to touch on some lateral. There, there, there. If I pick up with my hand, that means inside hind leg. And if I put my leg on them, that means turn, go forward. So I add the two cues together, and I get a lateral leg yield. Forward, I didn't pull her forward, I put my legs on her. Now I'm going to leg yield her. As she overreacted, that's okay, we got time. There, she stepped over, good. Now we got the shoulder, the hip, the inside hind leg, and a little bit of a leg yield. Forward. Now we're going to bring her in here. I'm going to, just like if I was riding her, I'll put a fence in front of her and side pass her over. We'll do it the other way. Right jaw, left front foot. There. Forward. Good. Pick up, inside hind leg. There. And we'll pat her. I teach the leg yields first. Then I work on the side pass. Because I ought to be able to, if we're working on this, remember I said the best position is their neck on my shoulder. We're going to work on that here in a minute, right now. I'm going to ask her to go. She's following my hand. We'll get back in frame here in a minute. Now I'm going to pick up and leg yield her over. There. Now we're going to come up here, neck on my shoulder. I stop, she stops. I didn't pull her to stop her. If she was out of position, I would just fix her and then pet her. Watch my hands. You see how she's already trying to figure out how come I'm not in the right position? I'm going to pick up like I was riding. Nothing. There, there. There, I'm gonna pet her. If you have to go to this in front of her, that's fine, but that's at the beginning. When they get to where they know they're supposed to keep their neck on your shoulder, it should look like that. And it takes time. Now, she knows that she has to keep her neck on my shoulder. I'm gonna point. She's late. Put some leg on her. Now we're gonna walk over some goofy stuff here. Her neck's on my shoulder. I don't care if she ticks. Remember, we're in the barn and it's snowing outside. I'm gonna walk over a flattened air mattress. She's late. Add my leg. Remember, her neck needs to be on my shoulder. This way. You probably can't see that, but I'll get back and pray in here in a minute. I'm turning to the right, keeping her neck on my shoulder. I'm going to stop. I'm going to back up. I'm going to pick up. Now, she swung her hindquarters when I picked up. There, that was better. I'm going to pet her. Now she's late again. Her neck needs to stay on my shoulder. I'm pointing where I want to go. Legs. Point way far away from you. Hold. Legs. It doesn't have to be pretty, not at the beginning. But we are going to try that again. I'm pointing straight across here. Turning to my right. I stop, she stops. Lots of pets. So this is a way that you can keep your in-hand trail horse headed in the right direction on a snowy day when you don't have a lot of room to work. My pin's like it's like a 50 by 60 pin, and that ain't a lot of room, but it keeps us dry. And I am blessed. I'm lucky. But that's how I would work with, that's some of the things that I expect to get better every day. Every single day I expect those things to get better. Because we do walk, trot transitions. We do walk, trot, stop transitions without pulling on their heads. In here, it's pretty small. And, but it's a good way to work with one. Just a thought. See you in the show pen.